Welcome to another edition of Smalltalk for you. This morning I wanted to go back to the basic usage scenario I've been sketching out in Cincom Smalltalk. Again, using Visualworks, but all the stuff I'm going to show you is identical in Object Studio. What we're going to do is go through a simple debugging exercise. What we've got here is a little counter class, and we've got our add1 and subtract1 methods. And we're going to test out the add1. We're going to go here into the workspace and do a print it. And we notice, well, we started with 0 and we got 10. Clearly there's something wrong here. So what I want to do is I want to debug this. Well, it turns out I can right click and get this menu option here, debug it, and that'll bring up the debugger on the code in the workspace. So let's make this big enough that you can see everything. And what we're going to do is we're just going to step, and we'll do that. Notice here counter is now set and it says it's 0, so we know that works. Now what we can do is we look up here on the toolbar, there are various menu options. This is the one I want. That's going to step into the message add1. This would execute it and then go past it. And this would skip over a block if I had one. I don't want to use that, and this would just run as if I'm fine now. So let's step into this guy, and this shows me that I've got count plus 10. Well, clearly that's some kind of typo. I must have had fat fingers, so I subtract that off. And now if I hit Apple S or right click and do accept, notice what happens. The code changes and my stack changes. I'm now back to before I executed this line of code. What I can do is I can run it to completion, and then I can come back here and do a print it, and notice everything works. So the nice thing is, across all the Smalltalks, and Cincom Smalltalk is no different, if I want to interactively look at some code, I can take the workspace, run some code, and then debug it. I don't need to go through a whole vast scenario to test stuff out. I can just hack around in the workspace and then jump right into the debugger, and I can work interactively between my browser, my workspace, and the debugger. So that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with whatever Smalltalk you're using.